Hey, what's up, everybody, and happy Wednesday, January 5th. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Want to remind you, as always, that we are pros. Be a pro. We are positive, respectful, and taking ownership for our learning and for our environment, and also for our choices. Remember, everybody has choices. While you are free to make your choices, you are not free of the consequences from your choices. So make sure that you are being pros as we go throughout the day, being positive, respectful, and taking ownership for your environment, for your education, and for your actions. Birthdays, Habib Kareem and Maya Smith. Happy birthday to you guys. Hope you all have wonderful days. Cell phones, students, these should be turned off and in bags at all times. Teachers will ask you for them. I have directed our teachers, if they see students with phones out, that they are to ask you for it. Don't put your teacher in that position. It is up to you to make sure that you are making good choices and doing that yourself. Lost and found. So we do have lost and found. I know most of you know that, but it is by our front doors. There's a red box and a black can with lost and found items in there. If you have lost something and you think it might be in there, check it out because those items are going to be donated at the end of the week. So any coats or whatever else might be in there at the end of this week, we are going to donate those to people in need. So check out the lost and found if you think you might have lost something, as those items will not be there next week. Power of the Pen. Power of the Pen is canceled for after school today. So if you participate in Power of the Pen, go home today. There's no Power of the Pen. Lunch. A reminder that students, where you sit today will be your assigned seat moving forward for the next 9 weeks. Reminder that there are no more than 2 on a bench. When you come in, get seated, stay seated, raise your hand if you need anything. Make sure we're cleaning up after ourselves. Tomorrow we're going to have a brief lockdown drill, not a full lockdown drill. So I want to go over with students and staff our expectations for a lockdown. So there are a couple different things that we have. What we've done before this year is we have had what's called a stay put, which basically means teachers can keep teaching. Students are just staying in classrooms. No students should be in the hallways when we do a stay put. What we're going to do tomorrow is we will have a lockdown drill. And lockdowns are used when there's an active threat inside the building. So there are 3 different things, and it's really up to teachers to decide which of these things that they do based on the information that they have. So lock out, secure your area to the best of your ability, lock and barricade a door if possible. I know some of our classrooms don't have doors to lock and barricade. So this is what we'll be doing tomorrow. So when we go through our lockdown drill tomorrow, we'll be on just a lockout. Okay. In a real situation, the other 2 options are get out. So when in direct contact with the threat, put as much distance between the threat and your students. So if there were to be a real situation and you have an opportunity to get out, that is a choice as well. And then take out. As a last resort, you may attack the threat if you choose. And that would be up to teachers' discretion to kind of do which of these things that they best see fit. But for tomorrow, for our lockdown drill, we're just going to do the lockout. So what that means is lights in classrooms should be turned off if possible. And students should be kind of to the sides of the classroom. And typically what we do is in a real drill is you get something, whether it's a book or something else that you would throw at an intruder, at a threat that might come into your classroom if you would need to go to takeout. So we're not doing takeout tomorrow. We're not doing get out. We're really just doing that lockout. But in a real scenario, you do have the opportunity to get out of the building or to take out an attacker if necessary. And once again, we're not leaving the building tomorrow, and we're not attacking anyone either. We are just going through with that with that lockout part of turning off your lights. And if you have the ability to barricade a door and lock it, to do that as well. If you have questions, students, ask your teachers. It is ultimately the teachers in a real situation who would make the choice for these three things, which action to take. So just wanted to give you a heads up. Tomorrow morning we will come on the announcements for a lockdown drill, and we're only doing the lockout portion. All right. See something, say something. If you have the opportunity where you hear someone talking about something involving weapons or attacking anyone, make sure you let someone know these things are not jokes. If someone is making a joke about those, you need to make sure you let an adult know. If you see anything on social media or inappropriate drawings, it's really important that you report that. Even if you don't think it's something serious, please go ahead and let a teacher know, and then we can determine if it's serious or not, or to the level of severity. So please go ahead and if you see something, say something. Make sure you let an adult know. I want to remind you that E plus R does equal O. Events will happen, things that are out of your control. Maybe someone is starting some drama. All right. What you control is your response, how you handle yourself, and the choices that you make in response to that. Your choices ultimately are going to lead to the outcome. So, what do you want to happen? If someone's starting some drama with you, there's a couple different ways you can handle it. The correct response is probably going to be to get an adult involved. Or if possible, just to kind of block or ignore the other person. So you make the choices, you make the responses to ultimately lead to a good outcome. And if no one has told you yet today, you are loved. You belong here at Middle School North. You do have all the tools to be successful. We know you can do it. We got your back. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. And as always, it is great to be a cruiser.